Hello, 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 beautiful, blessed Spice family. Welcome back to the channel. It's Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday, guys, and we're going to be making hamburger cabbage or cabbage hamburger. It's Freestyle Friday. I got a couple things going on here. There is going to be a part 2 to this video, so stay tuned for part 2. So this is the beginning, and there is no end today. We're just going to be doing our thing, chicken wing. We've got some cabbage going on, some spare ribs. We got a little bit of everything going on. It's Freestyle Friday. I'm so glad to be back today. I've been having a long week and a long 2 weeks and a long 3. I've just been having some long weeks, guys. Stay tuned. We're about to get into the video.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's. Yeah, that means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn. Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's. Yeah. That means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn. Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. Slow the stars, what they calling out. I don't know what they talking about. This Usain back in Rio went 3-0. He immortal now. Look at him, I see a lot of eye. A little sluggish getting off the line. As soon as I hit my big strides, yo, wish I got disqualified. Why? Cause I've been in my bag, collecting the A.
Hello, welcome back, Spice family, to Freestyle Friday, guys. I am in it to win it, doggone it. We are here doing our thing on the Spice Queens channel. We have a day off. I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, but you guys, I have a lot of homework to do because, of course, you know I teach group. I teach group classes, and I have to know what I'm talking about in group. So I have been doing a lot of studying on discipline. Discipline is a big thing as well when you're trying to accomplish something along the way. You know what I'm saying? Like stopping drinking. That's a hard thing to do. So I developed that channel because it is a stress reliever for me. I like to go on there and share my, what I've been through. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sharing what you've been through because, look at me now. I've been through a lot, but look at me now. I've actually absolutely overcame, 5 years sober. So now I get to talk about it, and I also get to teach it, and I love it. And so, yeah, I teach a phase. It's a phase 3. There's 4 phases that we teach in the Women's Department of Corrections, right? So I get to teach phase 3, which is beyond trauma, and I love it. And it's all about physical, mental, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, dealing with triggers and dealing with all kinds of things like that trigger people from your childhood back in the past to make you relapse and go back to drinking and to make you do all these things. So I truly love it. I'm getting so well educated on it. Even though I did 8 years in Colorado Springs, 8 years as a youth treatment counselor, it's different from a substance abuse counselor. It's totally different. It is totally different. And now I'm dealing with women as opposed to kids. So I love it all the way around the circle. Okay. We got those onions all nice, guys. I just want to let you guys have an update on that. Why I haven't been on YouTube, why I haven't been interacting on my YouTube channel, because I've been focused on getting my groups together, because as you know, like I said, I am a facilitator and I facilitate groups now. So stay tuned. All right, Spice family, let's cut this cabbage open. I promise you, I swear I thought this knife was sharp enough to cut through, but this cabbage, you can't see it on camera, but it's pretty thick and it's pretty big. So that's why it probably cost so much there at the Piggly Wiggly, but it's so thick. So bear with me cutting through this, guys. You guys, please don't forget to check out the Praying Couple cooking series. I haven't been on here in a minute, but check them out 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Check out the Praying Couple cooking series. Do their thing, chicken wing. Let me tell you, this cabbage was absolutely thick and so hard to cut. So what I did was, this cabbage is going to be a part of the meal that I do today. The onions and bell peppers are going to be for the next video. I'm going to use the leftover meat I have, and I'm just going to put it in a couple of the rings and the onion things. So just stay tuned for that video. And I'm going to be using these flat cabbages after I cut them and make our hamburger cabbage. You guys, this was absolutely delicious and amazing. I kind of overcooked the hamburger in the oven. I had it on 450. I don't know what I was thinking, but I dried out the meat, but it was still good to me. It was still good to me. And I could have, I could have done a lot of things different, but it's Freestyle Friday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just in here just doing a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of stress reliever. As you guys know, that I cook and clean to relieve stress. That's what I do. It helps me cope with, just everything that goes on around me. So once I get going in the kitchen, I just get to going. I have the music on. I'm just cutting. I'm moving along, and I'm just creating, picking out the seasonings that I want to put on here, just to show the flavors and just to show what's going on at the Spice Queen's house, right? You guys, don't those rings look absolutely big? I'm telling you, this cabbage was big. Everything was big. Don't get me wrong. I felt like I paid a lot of money for them, but I believe I got my money's worth for what I paid for the cabbage and the bell peppers and the onion. Okay? So we got them flat just like that, guys. We're going to season these up. We're going to put them in a flat baking dish. We're going to put them in the oven. I put it on 450, which I shouldn't have, because I dried out the hamburger. And don't do that, you guys. Just go according to your oven and put it in the oven. As long as the cabbage is tender. That's what you want to do first. But I could have seared the cabbage first, and got them a little bit tender before I did them that way. Or I just could have put the cabbage in the oven first and let it bake for about 25 minutes or so. Like how you do a bell pepper. You let it cook for a little bit and then you put the stuffing in. You could do it like that. It's either way you want, depending on how crunchy you want your bell pepper, how crunchy you want your cabbage. I wanted my cabbage so tender that when you cut the hamburger, that it's just gonna all cut, right? But anyhow, it is what it is. We add a little bit of soy sauce in there, guys. We adding some beef flavor bouillon powder. Then we got some minced garlic. We've got just our little bit of ingredients right there that we're putting in the ground beef. We've got, just a little bit of seasoning. I don't want a lot because I'm going to be using that soy sauce, and soy sauce is already salty, and I'm gonna season up the cabbage as well. So you just want to kind of like, don't use that heavy hand like me, because boy, sometimes I'm like, because cabbage just has no taste at all unless you season it very well. And sometimes I season the cabbage so well that you can't even eat it. It's too salty. So make sure you just season to your taste. Don't use a lot of seasoning, especially if you're going to season both of them, right? So you guys, we're going to go ahead and mix that up. I still don't have any gloves. Not yet, because I'm telling you, I got to go far away just to get to a store. I'm out in Osceola with my daughter. So I got to go far away to get to Warner Robins or get to any hair store to get the gloves. Believe it or not, that's where I buy the black gloves from, is the hair store. Okay? I mean, you can get them at Walmart or wherever, but I like to get them at the hair store because they're a little bit cheaper. All right? So we're going to mix that all up, and then we're going to be making some little patties that's going to go on to our cabbage, guys. We're doing our thing here on your girl's channel, and like the praying couple cooking says, do all you can while you can. Do all you can while you can, because we all are born to win, and that is definitely true. If you're not getting up off your couch, if you're not getting yourself motivated, how do you do all you can? You don't, because you're not getting up doing anything, and then you complain that you don't got this and you don't got that. Well, guess what? You got to get up and get going, get motivated to do all you can, right? Just do all you can while you can. Help others out if you can. Help the homeless, help people that you have less fortunate than you, because there's always someone less fortunate. Like, even though I'm less fortunate, but there's always somebody less fortunate than me, right? So I love to help out. I love to help out the community. I love to help out kids. And now I'm helping out women who are, just trying to be free, just trying to get out of prison, trying to get out of prison. All right, here goes that flat dish that I got, guys, and we're going to put our cabbage in. All three of them wouldn't fit in there. Believe it or not, that dish looks humongous, but all of the cabbages wouldn't fit. So it was only for me anyway. My grandkids are definitely not going to eat this, or my daughter. Every time I make something like this, something she thinks is weird, ew, and she doesn't even know what it tastes like or anything yet. But anyhow, we're going to take that other one out, and we're just going to focus on two and make two just for me. I'm going to take it to work and do my thing. But just remember, stay tuned for that bell pepper that we're going to do with those bell peppers and stuff like that. I'm going to show you a little demonstration on what we got going. I don't know if I want to freeze them after I put my ground beef in, and then take them out, flour them, get them in some batter, do something like maybe put some crushed hot and spicy skins, they call them pork rinds, scrunch them all up from my stuff to go on the outside, or some hot flaming Cheetos, dip them in there, dip them in the egg, dip them in that, and then deep fry them with the bell pepper and the ground beef. What do you think? Leave it in the comments what you think if you got this far. Right now it's 12 minutes and 29 seconds if you made it this far. You're thebomb.com if you made it this far, right? So we're going to season both sides, guys. We're doing our thing here on Freestyle Friday. I'm loving it. You guys, I'm still going to be uploading on Fridays and Saturdays, and then my Let's Talk Tuesdays on Tuesdays. And now that I'm getting getting myself organized with the groups and making sure I know what I'm talking about and the content that I'm talking about. So I'm getting so good at it now to where I can start getting back and putting this back into my focus. And I also want to get back into doing my collaborations. I really enjoy doing those collaborations, the international collaborations where we're all over the world. I try to send out in the community, my community page, share the videos that you guys can go watch of them. I try to get there and try to do it. But like I said, it's a lot to know. It's a lot to know about beyond trauma. If you get traumatized and you develop, say for instance, the military who go into the army and they witness a lot of death and witness a lot of things and was in the wars, they develop PTSD. So PTSD is a very critical symptom, a disease, not really a disease, but it's very serious, and little things can trigger, that memory, and it just puts people in a state of depression and anxiety and all kinds of things when you're dealing with some kind of thing, right? So right now, but my thing is dealing with people with substance abuse and drugs and stuff like that, and just to make sure they're getting well so that they can get out of prison and live a normal life. So that's what I work on, right? But PTSD is one of them, because you can develop PTSD from a traumatic event that happened to you in your childhood. You know, say for instance, you was molested and you developed a PTSD, or something, any like smell of a certain smell that the person, whoever molested you, wore, or just may look like the person who molested, you know, just a trigger. Just all kinds of things can happen to you when you're dealing with the PTSD, or you're dealing with anxiety, or you're dealing with depression, or you're dealing with all kinds of things, hyperarousal, just all kinds of things that play a part from a traumatic event beyond trauma. So, hey, look at those burgers. They're so big, guys. I could have made the burgers more juicier, or whatever the case may be, because like I said, I overcooked them. They was so thick and dry, and I was like, oh my god, my burger's dry. I overcooked that thing, and guess what? The cabbage still was not done, and I had it in there already 45 minutes, right? Because I wanted that cabbage to be done, but it didn't turn out like that. But you know what? I still made that sauce with that Parmesan garlic. I cut up some mushrooms and put the mushrooms in there, and I put in some parsley flakes and a stick of butter, poured it in that Parmesan garlic, let it melt in the microwave, and guess what, guys? We poured it right on top of that rice. I made a rice, and we poured it right on top of there, just like that. See? Look at that. Absolutely delicious. And we're going to go ahead and stick that in the oven and do what we have to do, and then just use the rest of that ground beef that we're going to put in the rings. Of course, I have to do some more ground beef so that we can have our part 2, right? That's what we're doing. We're making some onion rings and some bell peppers, just like that. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on that bell to get notified for your girl Michelle, and don't forget to like the video. Like the video. Just do what you got to do, and don't forget to love your girl Michelle. Don't forget to love your girl the Spice Queen, and share out the video. Do your thing, chicken wing. All right, guys, we're back, and we're just gonna get ready to put the rest of that ground beef in one of the bell peppers, because like I said, I want to put the ground beef in. I want to put them in the freezer, freeze them a little bit, so we can do that dip and dap. You know what I'm saying? And deep fry them and see what that does and how it comes out. You know? So stay freaking tuned, Spice Family. Stay freaking tuned. Okay, Spice Family, let's get to seasoning these ribs. You guys have seen me do a lot of rib videos. I'm just throwing this in to have a little bit more video to shine and rise and get more content going out. So I'm just gonna season these ribs. I did bake them for my grandkids and my daughter's dinner. They were absolutely delicious. They had that with that cabbage that you see over there. We made that cabbage with it, and we had some white rice, and we had some soy sauce. It was absolutely delicious, guys. It was absolutely delicious. We're just adding in some flavor. I'm using some collard green seasoning on here, guys. That collard green seasoning is actually pretty dang good. I tried it on a couple of packs of meats that I was cooking. I tried it on some leg quarters. I tried it on some fried chicken wings, it's actually pretty good. You guys don't, just because it says collard green seasoning, you don't have to use it exactly just for collard greens. You can use it for whatever kind of, whatever you want to put that seasoning on. We got some paprika that we're throwing on there. Just an easy seasoning blend right here. Nothing too serious, you know, because it's what's for dinner. That's what I'm doing. I'm just making a dinner video, and just, it's Freestyle Friday, and I just want to throw this all in the video just to, you know, share some love, since I haven't been on here in a minute, and I'm sharing some love and a little bit of time with the Spice Queen, me, Michelle. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of garlic powder. You can't go wrong with garlic powder in the building. We're doing our thing, guys. I just want to say, give a shout out to the Praying Couple Cooking Series. I haven't been on here to show the love and support to them, and I just want to say I apologize. The Power Couple, Praying Couple Cooking Series, go check them out. Do all you can while you can. Do all you can while you can, guys. Life is going by so quick. The year is going by so fast, and guess what? It's almost Christmas. I can't believe it. It's almost Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's just crazy. It is August already, and you know, the temperature starts to change right about now. It starts to get a little bit cool, and I'm thanking God for that. I promise I'm thanking God for that, because it has been hot to trot. I promise I've been going crazy. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and put those on that rack-a-dack. We're going to put it in that oven, make it the house more hotter. By putting these in the oven, of course, I put them on 450 degrees because I'm trying to cook dinner and get it done, right? I'm trying to do my thing, Chicken Wayne. I'm not trying to be no artistic person here with these ribs. We want to cook. We want to cook quick. We want to cook quick. So this is just a seasoning recipe, nothing spectacular. If you guys want to see any of my rib videos, go check them out. Go check them out, because I do have recipes for the rib videos. So we're about to get ready to get back started with our cabbage, because guess what? This is going to be our side dish for those ribs, cabbage and rice. Soy sauce, cabbage and rice, right? The things to do when you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm just dusting off my little cleaning station. Of course, like I said, do not cut meat on the wood. Do not cut meat on the wood. Do not get any blood on the wood, because let me tell you, it gets soaked in. And like I was telling you guys that story about the lady, she kept trying to figure out why she kept getting sick. Well, her husband was getting sick because every time she was using that same cutting board to cut everything. So that blood soaked into that wood. So every time she would do her vegetables and do other stuff on that cutting board, it was getting into the food. So, and her husband got really sick. So you don't want that to happen. So definitely change out cross-contamination. You don't want that to happen, because you know that wood, everything just soaks down. You know, if you was to hit somebody over the head with that board and they got their blood in there, the cops can find the DNA in that board with that blood, because it don't go away. It embeds itself in there, right? So, guys, do not get any blood on them wooden cutting boards. Anyhow, we're getting that cabbage all cut up. It's Freestyle Friday. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. This is a long video. I meant to do that. Because I have not been on YouTube and doing my thing, because I've been so occupied with my new job, which I absolutely love. It's actually something that I really wanted to do, but it was so hard for me to get into what it is. But the way this company does, they help you get your CAC 1 and your CAC 2 and all your licenses for a substance abuse counselor. So you go and you do your clinical there. You get paid to work, and I just love it. You get paid to work, and you get your all your hours that way, which is 4,000 hours of work of training while you work, and you get paid, and then you can get your CAC 1 and CAC 2. I'm getting mine through the Department of Georgia, and I love it. I finally get to do what I wanted to do. But when I was trying to do it, it was so hard to get in, because you had to do all this stuff. You know, I have a bachelor's, which will let me get further in quicker, but hey, I love it. I'm doing my thing, Chicken Wayne. So I'm just cutting up the rest of this stuff, guys. Doing my thing, getting this all ready just to go into this simple cabbage. You guys have seen my cabbage videos. If you want a recipe for the cabbage, go check out my playlist. I have cabbage videos, a lot of cabbage videos. I love making cabbage. I love it. I love to eat cabbage. And yeah, go check out some collard green videos, some cabbage videos. The holidays are getting ready to come up, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Get you some recipes for collard greens, some recipe for cabbages. You go check them out. Go check out your girl. Check out your girl. But anyhow, we just got all that cut up, guys. You guys are not going to see me cook these on this video, because like I said, you've already seen me do it, but this is just what for dinner that I added with the hamburger cabbage. The hamburger cabbage is really what I was going for, because I'm trying, once again, you want to stay away from, I want to stay away from carbs, because I get so addicted to bread. I love bread. I can't stand it. I love bread so much. It makes me so ill. But anyhow, I just wanted to, hey, come through with the cabbage, for that side dish. Didn't want to do the macaroni and cheese, which that's a good mix to go with ribs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm adding in the same seasonings, just a little bit here, there, here, there. That was the minced garlic, this, and that. And I'm doing my thing, guys. We got that lemon pepper on deck. So here we go. We're about to do our thing. We're about to get everything together, and we're about to end this video. This video is actually 27 minutes and 19 seconds. So you guys, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Holla at your girl, and please, please, please don't forget to turn on that bell. Don't forget to turn on that bell for your girl Michelle. Don't forget to turn on that bell so you can get notified when your girl Michelle uploads a video. There goes that hamburger. Actually, what happened is I had it on 450. I stuck those in and I dried out the burger, right? I dried them out so bad it was unreal. But anyhow, I still had to make it happen, Kevin. I had to make it happen. So I got my rice all decorated right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little sauce with the Parmesan garlic. We're going to add some butter in it. I cut up some mushrooms and put in it. And I put it in the microwave and I let it just melt down. So we're going to get this decorated so you wouldn't even know that I just overcooked this hamburger. But hey, I got to still play the video. I still want you guys to see my good things and my bad things. But it still tasted amazing. It was a little dry because, like I said, I sucked all the juice out of it, heated it on 450. But there goes that butter sauce right there with the Parmesan garlic, pouring over there right with the mushrooms, making it look absolutely yummy and delicious, which it was, resting on that bed of cabbage that we seasoned a little bit and put in the oven. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning, guys? And if you wanted to, you can go ahead and throw you a piece of garlic bread on the side, whatever you want to do. But see all that butter in there? That's the best part. That butter on top of that meat and then that rice with those mushrooms in there. Absolutely, absolutely yummy and delicious. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Holla at your girl. See you on the next video. Smooches. Smooches.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's. Yeah, that means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn. Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes.